Hey, great Monday evening. It is a beautiful Monday evening in the city of Brownsville, and it has been an interesting day for Erasmo Castro. Um, Very interesting day, and we are going to have a short show tonight. Sorry, guys. It's the short show. We'll talk a little bit about what went on at the meeting, what went on throughout the city of Brownsville today, and what went on with me a little bit, and then we'll be back as tomorrow morning. I'm hoping that 9 o'clock in the morning. Uh, Let me say good evening, my man. Let me say, guys, thank you to everyone that reached out today, sent text messages, private messages, everyone that stopped by to bring their food products and stuff. Thank you. It's kind of a weird deal. Um, Last night we had a great show. Great show. It was an amazing show last night, and it was great. A little bit of everything, and I felt very, very powered up, very, very energetic, and then went to went home. Well, before that, I stopped at Walmart to pick up batteries because my scale is dead. I still haven't even weighed myself yet. But what happens is that I get to Walmart and I said, well, let me buy some mushrooms because I've gotten into this thing where I do the crispy mushrooms. And what I do is I get the crispy mushrooms and I mix them in with French's crispy onions. You know those onion crisps, the ones that you aren't they called French's? The ones, the onion, la cebollita que está tostadita. That's like battered, and you throw that on salads and stuff. I do. It's amazing. So I bought some of that. I got home. I put the batteries in the pesa, and then I mixed in my mushrooms with my onions, fried onions, and I think I might have eaten a little bit too much. Then what happened is, thank you, Joe, my man. Good evening. Good evening. I'm doing better. Kanina, hello. Oh, good evening, Eraso. Feeling a little bit better. I'm still feeling a little groggy. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Did I put Tuesday? I did put Tuesday. Hi, Erasmo. When are we going back to school? I'll get you that date. Guys, let me say thank you to everyone that brought food today. I got cannolis, and I've been eating cannolis like a crazy man. These are delish. Thank you, Ben, for the cannolis. Also brought me this amazing shirt that I was going to wear today. Chinatown. Ah, Chinatown. Love it. And but I've actually been eating these all day. A friend of mine brought me caldo de res. No, 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 no. Caldo tralpeño. My gosh, that mega hit the spot. Oh, I also Ben also got me a mug. It's right there. Gonna be using that tomorrow with coffee. Brought me caldo tralpeño. Amazing, delicious. I don't know where. I need to find out where that caldo came from. That's where. That's where it is. Este caldo talpeño, amazing. I don't know where she got it from, but I'll find out. I also got some flautas. Delish, man. These flautas were kind of a trippy at first because they had the salsa on top of them. So when I ate the first flauta, riquísima. I mean, a little crunchy there. But then what happens because the salsa was lying on top of the flautas, and you never do that, guys. Restaurants never put your salsa on top of your flautas for orders that are to go, because what happens is then it makes la tortilla aguada. But in this case, la salsa was so good. It's like a red sauce. La salsa estaba tan rica it made it feel like you were eating enchiladas because the crispy tortilla of the flauta had already gotten a little bit soggy. Still tasted great, guys. And again, I'm not sure exactly where these food products came from, but I do want to thank the community for being very kind, for thinking, for texting, for sending messages, for well wishes on the page. And I said, thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me. I was feeling like crap. So, anyway, I let the mushroom stop, estaba lleno, and then I did my CBD gummies. But I did the CBD gummies, the new ones, and the person that I got them from at the store. I'm not buying CBD on the street yet. Yet, but I got them at the store, and she says these are very strong. And you're like, "Damn, no es nada." So I took one of those strong CBD gummies, and I mixed it with another halfway strong CBD gummies and melatonin. And then I did some drops under the tongue. And I'm thinking that this whole combination concoction, especially because I was full, estaba lleno, en la mañana todavía andaba bien prendido, man. I was like if I was buzzed. And it was crazy, man. It was crazy that the CBD and the gummies they give you that crazy buzz. I'm not advertising it. I'm not promoting it. But guys, if you are going to be, I do the CBD gummies at night to fall asleep. If you are going to be doing the CBD gummies, guys, todo con medida. Make sure you don't overdo it like I did. It was horrible. So my issue is, I don't know if I felt like crap because of the food consumption, or if I felt like crap because of over extending the use of CBD gummies. I'm not sure, but didn't feel good all morning long. And I was very hesitant on driving to the office this morning. I tried to reach out to the friends and family, but I made it to the office, and I was concerned about making it to the office because I didn't want to have an accident or something, and you know, then get blamed for being on CBD or something. I don't know. I'd probably make state time. You have a shirt on. Good evening. Good evening. I hope you're doing better. Yes, this is the shirt that Ben brought me from Chicago, Chinatown. That's why I got a shirt on. And I've got my Ojo de Tigre. Little pendant. I love it. Hola, amigo. I hope you're feeling better. Much love and prayers. Hola, Mrs. Trujillo. I love you, amor. I love Catherine. Catherine is my buddy. And I had the honor of marrying her and her husband 2 weeks ago, I think. Beautiful ceremony. Beautiful setup. Thanks to Angie Martinez, wedding planner. Angie Martinez, wedding planner, guys. She did an amazing job. And the food, I mentioned about the food at that wedding. Delish. I actually got to take a plato home. Buy some shrooms instead. I am planning to go to Real de Catorce and get all wired up with the shrooms. Good evening. Peppermint. French fried onions. Yum. Delish. And let me tell you, I like the French fried onions because you take them and they make you like real super thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty. So it gives me the opportunity to drink more liquids. But this morning, I literally had to throw up. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you. And it was so cute because let me say, I love my baby girls. I love them to death. They are the sweetest thing on this earth, but we don't have a too close of a relationship. And by that, I mean, they'll come up for the petting cuando quieran. They'll always be close by, se sientan, and, like I'll be sentado in my chair like this, and I'll have mommies up here, and Mimi's will always be in front of me. So they're always close by, but they're not very into the affectionate thing, which is okay with me. I like that part of about them. I love them to death though. And so this morning, me tiro en la cama. I took a shower, and I just couldn't. So I just couldn't. So I literally just plopped on the bed. Y en eso viene Mimi. Ting, 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 ting. She gets on my hand, on my arm, and then she gets on the side of my side, and I'm going like, what is she doing? And I couldn't believe it, and I was like, so I said, let me get the camera. This will never happen again. So I took a picture, and I made sure I cut out all the nips. Sorry, guys. I thought it was a cute picture. I thought it was cute, and so I said. One time, someone said, "That's what because I put a shirt where I was like a picture where I didn't have a shirt on. I mean, couldn't see anything, couldn't see the nippies or anything, but you could see like the chest hair from here para arriba." And a politician friend of mine said, "I will take that down. You shouldn't be showing your chest hair." We're like, it's not like I'm showing anything indebido. I mean, it's just hair. So for this one, I debated a little bit, and I said, "Oh, come on, screw it." I mean, y'all have probably seen everything else on me. Might as well just see my. Bueno, dice, cada vez te miras más hermoso. Gracias, papá. Tú también. Te adoro. Que te la pases bien, padre. Paite. Allá donde estás. California, ¿verdad? We all have out of the blue sick days. Glad you're feeling better. It was a weird thing. I was feeling groggy, so I did nap a little bit. I'm very fortunate that I didn't have that much work today. And then I have like this headache a little bit right there. But hopefully tonight will be a good sleepy night. Mushrooms, sir, didn't you ever see the movie The Beguiled? The Beguiled? That's how they got the bad guy in the end with mushrooms? No, I didn't want to watch it. Hello, Anita. Good evening. I'm getting this Miami Vice vibe. You just need an 80s sunset with palm trees background or something. I actually have a white jacket. I should have worn that. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. I want to remember where that's from. Cannoli is making me thirsty. Remember, 18 sounds promising. You let it slip again. Because we go back to school August the 11th. Jumpstart programs are Monday for the kiddos. For the kiddos till August the 11th. August the 6th. Which one is it? August the 6th or August the 11th? Oh, Jumpstart program is Monday for the kiddos this Monday till August the 6th. That's what you're saying. So going back to school August the 11th. Yikes. I'll be just coming back from Bogota. For Miami Vice, he would need the white wife eater and a pink jacket. Wife beater. Beater. No fue la calidad, fue la cantidad. I ate so much last night. It was crazy. You feel bad. Best not to watch the city commissioners meeting. You will feel worse. I did watch a little bit of it, guys, and let me say, there's just no hope with this city commission, guys. One of the things that was going on throughout the city commission was that they were appointing individuals to be on these committees and these different boards and committees. And again, guys, nothing changed. We got the same crappy people serving on these boards. One thing, school starts August 17th. guys, for the students, it's August 11th for the teachers. Let me say, guys, the one that I was mostly interested, the rest is puro raterio anyway, was PUB. They had Sandra Science. I think she's the owner of, or co-owner of Spanky's. Had her term up, and instead of appointing someone new, they reappointed her to PUB. Why do you want to do that? Uh, you bring someone back when they're actually doing a good job. Does anyone here honestly think that the PUB board has done a good job? Honestly, guys. And I know that there's going to be a lot of folks out there that are going to be, butt kissers, and they're going to be out there. Well, city commission, mayor doing a great job. Really, what has the PUB board done for you lately? Does anyone think that the PUB board is doing a good job? Then why bring back a Sandra Science? Why? What's the reason? And then, in a very quick little move, Commissioner Los Santos appoints Arrendon to PUB board. This is the same Arrendon that was a TSC trustee. The guy that that helped Adela Garza get Sylvia Atkinson her job. The guy who got a settlement from Sylvia Atkinson at BISD. The guy that was moved around back and forth in order to protect his cushy little job. And this is the guy that is now going to be in charge of our utilities? What has changed? Nothing, guys. Nothing has changed. You just got a couple of ratas that are in that little clica, the corrupt political machine. They're going from one board to another. Nothing's changed. Mr. De Los Santos promised not to do this. Mr. De Los Santos said that no, they were going to get new people for these boards. Mr. De Los Santos made the nomination for Art and Dawn. How does that make sense, Mr. De Los Santos? And look, he's going to go on the other shows and great job, Mr. De Los Santos, great job. Ask him the questions. But they won't, because everyone kisses butt around here, man. They're not going to ask him. Honestly, I mean, he's going to two of these shows. He's going to the Geezer show and he's going to Manny's show. I want them to ask him, why would you appoint someone that was already on TSC board in cahoots with Sylvia Atkinson? Why? How's that any better? We should have left Tim Lopes. At least Tim Lopes has not been on the elected officials. Let me see what I can get tour. But we got Art and Dawn on PUB. We got nothing, folks. Nothing. That's what's upsetting. We get nothing. We're screwed at PUB. PUB is a lost case, guys. And nothing is ever going to change. Nothing. While people continue not to vote. Nothing is going to change. Nothing. We pay the highest utility rates of anyone probably in the state of Texas. The poorest community in the state of Texas pays the highest utility bill. How does that make sense? How? We get nothing. Hey, cutie. Hey, papa. You're right. No homo. It's okay, papa. I still love you. ¿No andas crudo, Erasmo? Be safe, buddy. Un caldo de pollo al estilo de la abuelita. ¡Ah! Déjame decirte que hoy en la mañana sentía como que estuviera crudo. That's how bad it was. I literally felt like como si estuviera vértigo. Like I couldn't walk. Like I was hecho queso. Bad. Banquetes and Materas catered the food. She's amazing. The food was amazing. 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 I gotta figure that out. Amazing. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I mentioned to her, I don't know if I mentioned to her or not, Catherine, but the chicken was moist and the sauce was delicious. And I've had that dish before from other people. They don't do a good job. Have you seen the altercation between the White House and the social media companies? Look it up. It's appalling. I'm interested. Good evening, El Gallo de Joe Valdez. Good evening. Good evening. And any news if we can keep our kids virtual? As of yet, no. And I think last I heard, it's still everything's going to be face to face. Our pets know when we're feeling sick or sad. They are connected to us and love us more than it's what Terry's mentioning is very true. It's something that I experienced with Mamas when Mamas was still with me, and now I experiencing with these two girls. Uh, I hardly ever get sick, folks. Very very strange for me to get sick. When I get sick, I am sick, and this morning was one of those mornings. And let me say that Mimi's again not that affectionate and literally plopped herself next to me, como que he is sick, and I love that. Mommy's fell asleep on my next to my neck. She never does that, so I knew that they sensed that I was not well. How do you do it, Erasmo? So I can be the same. Are you in the cloud? Only when I think of you, Papa. Godfather. Oh, God's cannoli. Teachers, August 11th. Students, 17th. You're right. Yes. I remember that story of the cat that was in the hospital that would lay down next to the person who would kick the bucket, knock on wood. Gee, thanks. I hope that that's not the case, guy. Pero no me eches la sal, manito. There are a lot of applicants for those positions, but they chose who they want for their own needs. David is correct. And one of the things that is even weirder than that, David, look, they expect folks to go through the process, through the application process, and you know that there's certain guidelines that you have to fill. You have to fill them out in such a day by such a day. Make sure that they're turned in. Well, some of the nominations today, guys, got tabled, and some of them voted for individuals that hadn't even applied, that they were the buddies of the commissioners. Then again, why does it matter then? Why make why go through the whole process, guys, of having our community leaders apply for positions, guys, if they're not going to be considered anyway? Why does it matter? It's a waste of time. They're going to pick whoever the hell they want. And if you're not buddies, butt kissers with the commissioners, you're not going to get anything. Same board game with scrambled up game pieces to continue the yes man pattern of corrupt government. 100%. This is the best definition of what happened today at the Brownsville City Commissioners meeting. Doesn't much matter, guys. Nothing has changed. Same people over and over and over again. How is Art Rendon a good candidate for PUB? Has he not taken enough? Does the city commission neglect to realize that Art Rendon was called in by the FBI at least 3 to 6 times, who probably will get indicted as well? How could they not know this? People vote for change, and look what happened. Nothing. And I told people that. And I'm sorry, with Mr. Cardenas, a friend of mine, I call him a friend. I just don't see anything happening, guys. I don't. And I hope to be proven very, very wrong. Don't see anything happening. Bless you, my man. Love you. in fairness, it wasn't just Santos. The rest of them were worse because they knew better. Some of them have been there for years. What is their excuse? Oh no, and I'm not excusing any of them. But Mr. Dos Santos has just recently gotten elected after making so many promises, Ladybug. So we go like, well, wait a minute. My concern is Mr. Los, and when Mr. Cardenas, he made no promises whatsoever. He never shared his platform. But Mr. Los Santos, he promised that he was going to be different, Ladybug. He was not. Now, take into consideration, Ladybug, Mr. Santos has been around those committees for decades, at least 27 years. Decades. Do you really, really think that he doesn't know any better? Drink a gallon of apple cider. Moist. Brisket. Good evening. Good evening. I'm feeling a little bit better, still a little queasy. Theo, what size of shirt are you trying to get you something? 2XL. 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 Thank you, bye-bye. Love you. Are you feeling better? Yes, I'm feeling a little bit better this morning. Literally, I looked like, you could ask Ben Sabay. I looked like crap, right, Ben? Parecía chinito from Chinatown. Parecía de Chinatown. I was like, I was a little bit afraid that, I walk in the street or driving someone, I was going to get stopped and got busted for DWI or PI again. My PUB has gone up from 85, 120, 160, and this month 180. But we are just supposed to pay and not ask questions. But shut up. I don't you're 100% right. And guys, I want to make this analogy very clear because I used it yesterday and I'm going to use it one last time today. This is where your utility bills right here. This is where your utility bills were 7 years ago. Okay. Then they said, you know what? We're going to build Tenasca. So we're going to increase the rate up here. So this is where we were at after raising your utility rates by 36%. Well, guys, there's no Tenasca. It's not going to happen. So what happened to all this money? Now, why are our utility rates still up here? Why are they still up here? They were raised for Tenasca. Now, this year, they're up here. And then the butt kissers out there are saying, well, it's summer. It's natural. The kilowatts. Shut up. Stop being butt kissers. Are you getting paid to pucker up? Guys, our utility bill should still be down here. And maybe up here with a increase a little bit. Maybe. But not up here. This is where they're at right now. That's my issue. I mean, am I making sense with what I'm saying, guys? Because, I mean, the butt kissers are still out there saying that the commission is doing such a great job. And also, do you know when, if it's a question of going back to school, teachers August the 11th, students August 17th. So where do you think the money should specifically be distributed besides downtown? Not downtown. I think one of the main things that we need to fix is our infrastructure. We also need to invest a little bit of money in regards to the planning, the permit department down in Brownsville. Look, guys, let me give you how bad the city of Brownsville is in this respect. When they go out and say, "Oh, we got something great," always ask questions, because the mayor and the city commission were out there all ecstatic that now you could ask for your birth certificate online. And guys, that sounds great. You know, you go like, awesome. You and I can get our birth certificates online. Awesome. If you want to pay an extra 12, 13 bucks. Not awesome. Because ultimately, you're not getting your birth certificate from the city of Brownsville anymore. You're getting your birth certificate from a private company, guys. Now, how did the private company get this contract? Who benefits from this contract? Not you, not me, because now we're going to have to pay an extra $13 to get a birth certificate. How is that any better? Honestly, how? It takes more time and it's more expensive. And the mayors out there, we've got it online. Birth certificates online. That's our look what our administration is doing. Fiber optics, broadband, it's increasing. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Guys, stop being fooled. Stop being fooled. It's not going to happen. Again, look at the birth certificate thing. Simple thing. They go through the process. So when people question it, they will say, well, we put it out there. Nobody applies. Unfortunately for them, a lot of people applied, but they still don't care. When Commissioner Cardenas was asked to pick a citizen, he had no clue. Poor guy, they are going to eat him alive. Not only him, Linda. I mean, you had Commissioner Tetro also say, well, I want to choose my appointment later on. Don't you have a list there of like 20, 30 people that have already gone through the process of applying and you're still not going to give them the opportunity because you don't like any of them on there? Or is it just because y'all don't know the people that are applying to be on these positions? So in the nutshell, guys, you'll never be able to serve on a city commission, city board unless you are in that inner circle, unless you're part of that corrupt political machine. So guys, have I been wrong about that? Because they say Erasmo is just spreading lies and misinformation. Have I been wrong about that? Linda, you see the meetings. Ladybug, you see the meetings. Am I wrong? And answer, please. Am I wrong when I say that it's futile? They're going to pick and choose whoever they opt to pick and choose. It's that simple. So why do they make folks go through the process? Yep, our PUB bill has doubled this past bill. It doesn't make sense, guys. Does it? Anyone? Do you know when BIZ is giving out the other half of the $1,200 bucks? Glad you're feeling better. I'm not sure, Michael. But I think right before you go back to school. And thank you so much for making. I do feel a little bit better. You look bad this morning. I'm glad you do. Yeah, Ben saw me this morning, guys. I was literally out of it. I was so out of it. I was like, and I was lying down on a couch at mom's office because mom wanted to take care of me. And I was lying there, and Ben brought over a beautiful sign for my wedding chapel. It's actually on the door right now, and it points to where the wedding chapel's at. Thank you, Ben, for coming by. It was great to see you. What a day. You look sick. Crazy people driving back home. There was that horrible accident at Boca Chica. Sunrise Mall. I still don't understand how that car managed to push all those cars, to squash all those cars together. Did y'all see the video? All those cars squashed together. And then the guy was trying to make it an exit. And according to some witnesses, the guy decided to come back to the mall. I guess by then he realized. That he wasn't going to get away. That people had taken video of him, so he or she returned to the parking lot. I don't know if it was a he or she. I'm going to guess it was a she. That's my guess. In regards to the bank robbery, crazy stuff, guys. I mean, the guy goes and steals does a beer run, steals a beer, then goes and steals se roba stripes, and then goes, hey man, I'm doing such a good job at stealing. Let me go steal the bank. It's crazy stuff, guys. What the hell is going on in Brownsville? I get everything else going up. That's always been. It's always been the excuse with PUB. It was weather. It's crazy, and it's always the same. And again, guys, I understand some fluctuations, but again, where where is our 36% decrease in electricity rates? Now think of this, guys. Someone that is good with math. The Ben Nice was the attorney when Rendon filed a lawsuit against BISD. They're all connected, guys. But let's say I'm paying $280. Divide that times 0.36% equals $49. $49? Is it? $49, guys. Is it? I can't remember. My math is horrible. What is 36% of 280, guys? Anybody? I get everything else going up. We can't create more gas, but why water and electricity? It's always the same amount being used and created, 100%. Tetro didn't like the list, but she wasn't the only one. I agree. Jessica wasn't ready to pick because she wanted to see which candidate was going to give her the biggest kickback. Commissioner Tetro was also involved in a car accident where her Tesla was totaled. Hey, Cheese. What's up, bro? Amen, man. Great show tonight. Yes, most of the time candidates are chosen by their compadres. It doesn't matter if it is city or BISD. 100%. A bunch of butt kissers. Oh, my God. And, you know, guys, it gets to be so sickening. Times 36%. $100, guys. $100 is where I should be right now. Something like that. Just feel better. Just same cycle and goes, and people will wake up, and the pattern will not be broken. I know, but we're trying. We're trying, and that's one of the things that I appreciate a lot of the messages I received today, and a lot of the messages were, Erasmo, we need you. Don't give up. Stay with us, and I appreciate that. And guys, let me say this: I need you all too. And I am very, very grateful to the individuals that did stop by, the individuals that brought stuff, just the individuals that reached out. I received a lot of text messages. Again, thank you guys. Thank you. And I need you guys. I really, really need you. And I'm not trying to make that sound like kind of like was mochilas, but I need you guys. I need you to stand with me and know that I am here for you as well. You could be feeling jet lagged and the change in altitude. It happens to someone traveling to Mexico, and your meds and gummies cocktail didn't help. It didn't help. I think it was just a combination. La revoltura de todo was not really good for me. Hey, I saw some ammo for your this weekend at a camp. Oh, really? 357? I'll go tomorrow. I'll go check it out tomorrow. I'm glad that you told me that. I'll go look. They had run out of ammo. And it's just not very easy to find. So I'll go and see if they have a 357 Magnum. I love my gun. Planning to get an electric car? No. I love my little Fiat. There's so much to be upset and disappointed about from entities to its members. High price, utility gas, groceries, COVID-19 numbers rising. It is crazy. Thanks, Pati. So just because Tim Lopes is gone, does that mean that things get better? No, stay the same. I'm asking since you said that the new appointed member of PUB board is a Sylvia Atkinson buddy. No, it's not going to get better. Because, again, Art Rendon is part of that system, guys. He's part of that corrupt political machine system. Buddies with Adela Garza, buddies with all the other TSC board members, guys. I mean, the guy was called in by the FBI in questioning for the Sylvia Atkinson trial, guys. I mean, I would dare say that the guy is going to get indicted as well. So now we're going to have a former TSC board member, a former FNS director, a former whatever else he was at BISD, because he had one of those cushy jobs that didn't exist, and current PUB board members indicted. So the city of Brownsville doesn't have, no tiene, o sea, como que les vale one embarrassment after the other. People are so stupid. Brownsville está bien conejo. They hit them in the cheek y les dan las cheeks there. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Thank you, Cheese. Talk show Central RG loves you, my amigo. I love RG Texas talk show Central RGB style too. I hate that the city commissioners and mayor appoint PUB board members. Just another opportunity to appoint compadres. With rates this high, you would think Brownsville citizens will be able to elect these members. No, we're screwed. Yes, let's keep trying. The process is discouraging. Hell, I applied. Not that I had a chance. I intend to continue contributing. Can't give up on this. Is our city 800%? Is it true that COVID had a hold of has a hold of Matamoros? Yes. Part of the problem with Matamoros, guys, is that they're not very keen on reporting numbers. So it is a mess. I know that the United States is going to be offering vaccinations to border towns. Matamoros is going to get, I don't know how many million. I don't know how many, but they need them. Dos Santos is one of them. He had Galansky on Manny's show. Puro compadrismo, sad Manny caters to them. Hey guys, when once someone opts to go to the dark side, it's just not very simple to come back. And look, guys, let me say something. I don't do this for the ratings. I do this because it is important to the city of Brownsville. I don't do this for the likes, but I do want people to like that damn YouTube page because that produces money. But I don't do it for that. If Celia is already part of the jail system, like you mentioned on your post, where is your mugshot? We need that mugshot. That mugshot is equivalent of picture, or it didn't happen. Let me say that I did submit a request to the jail to see where the mugshot is at, and if not, I did ask on what was the process to ask for an open records request so that we can obtain a copy of the mugshot. So I'm hopeful that they'll respond sometime this week. We are above the national average on kilowatt price, and the city owns PUB. We own it. Think about it. Aaron is right on spot, on point, guys. We are the poorest community in the country. We control PUB, and we're like screwing ourselves. Literally, the community is screwing ourselves. We are definitely above the national average. Again, commissioners are going to go on platforms where they feel that they're not going to get asked the tough questions. Uh, were they asked about Casa de Nylon building during the show? Were they asked why Nerith Golonsky's father sits on the planning and zoning committee? Was they asked why they're receiving money downtown when the Golonskys own at least 75 to 80% of downtown? Were those questions asked, Snoopy? Then what good does it do? What good does it do to have Golonsky and De Los Santos on a show if you're not going to ask them the real questions? You're going to do the softball questions. Those applicants repeat to serve on other committees, so no surprise there. Ah! Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Papa. You the man, Papa. Hope that Musk Foundation is not watching, or they will join Bezos in West Texas. I think we've lost, guys. I think personally that we're going to lose Elon and the benefits that he's bringing down here. Remember when Trey Mendez discriminated and insulted the female Herald reporter for being a woman? Yes, I surely do. People don't care. Thank you, Ben. General Hospital went from 7 COVID patients to 20. General Hospital. Matamoros is still in the red zone. What was funny about Matamoros is that right before elections, it's like they went into the green or yellow, and then after the elections, let's go back to red. It's crazy. Asmo, feel better, my friend. Just wants to say hello and to put my 2 cents on today's news. People out there, be careful driving. Have a good night. You too, man. More love you. Real P does not post mugshots. Uh, they don't. That's why I asked for the facility, the jail, to see if they had any access to any of the mugshots. We still don't have one of her mugshots. Does anyone see them actually spray for mosquitoes? I have not. Thank you, man. Love you, Papa. I appreciate it, mi amor. Oh, thank you, Papa. Thank you so much. The only spray mosquitoes in downtown. $50. Wow. Good evening. Good evening. How are you feeling? Feeling a little bit better. Thanks to Ben. For the cannolis. Thank you, Papa. Thanks to Ben. Thanks to all of you all that sent messages and words. Thank you. Appreciate it. I asked about SpaceX being monitored, and they threw it on FFA. Nope, don't be negative, Nancy. Yeah, it's crazy. Anytime anybody asks any questions, guys, anything that is concerning to anyone, it's just you're just being negative. I didn't watch the show. Stop watching it when Manny gave us back to our city and to the real issues. It's unfortunate. I was. Sí, estoy en vivo, Efra. Déjame decirte, Efra, que CBD es el aceite de hemp de la marihuana. Aquí lo usan como aceite, como gotas, o como gummy bears. Las masticas y te roleas bien padre. El problema fue que anoche me eché como 4 diferentes y aparte las gotas y me noqueó, me hizo garras. Por eso creo que me sentí mal. Erasmo es mi héroe. Tú, papá, tú eres mi héroe. I love you. Love you, Efra. Objectively left the other show a long time ago. You hang in there, Erasmo, 100%. I'll be around for a long time. Why did no one ask Golonsky any questions? It doesn't matter. The people could ask the questions, and what's going to happen is that they're going to be booted off, or they're not. They're going to be classified as, or they're just being negative, because that's the new word. Oh, they're just being negative. They're just being negative. Fastidia. Rest and feel better. I'm going to try. Actually, we're almost done. Any word on the CDC guidelines the district is going to follow? Uh, Not as of yet. I'm thinking that they're going to side with TEA and the governor, and everything is going to go face to face. What a question that I want answered is: are they going to open up the bridges again so that individuals can start crossing over? I dare say no. I think it's going to be till September 21st now. Are teachers getting the raise after all? And if so, how much? 30 cents. I never liked Golonsky. Me neither. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Guys, my time is up. Thank you all so much for again for being patient with me. Thank you so much for Ben. Thank you so much. You're amazing. You've been a big blessing to my life, my man. I love you. Um, my friend that brought me the food. Thank you, Joe, who brought me the cake. Delicious cake, man. Vanilla cake with coconut. I think it was coconut filled frosting. It was great. It was really good. Good night, mi amor. Great stuff, guys. Thank y'all, everyone out there. Honestly, y'all made my day a little bit more tolerable. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock if I don't croak, if I don't feel sick. Sorry about missing this morning show. I hate missing shows, guys. Thank y'all so much for your patience with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Together, guys, we can make them change. We can bring down the change that is necessary. I'm going straight home to rest, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, guys. Be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. God bless.